Now, you talk about your agents. Now, you have the trunk tools, a schedule agent, you have the RFI agent, and many more. Tell us about why you're focusing on agents and how it applies to other sectors.
What's so interesting about, like generative AI is exciting and it looks a little bit like magic, and we know it's not, but when it really becomes powerful is when it takes over a full workflow. And therefore you need like agentic architecture to just take a piece of information and like move it around and actually get something done. What's beautiful about being vertical specific is that you will actually get to a level of accuracy that is high enough for people to accept and adopt these agents. And that's the biggest difference to the question, why can I not just like use ChatGPT for construction, is exactly that. Because at every step where an agent needs to make a decision, and it's a decision tree, you need structured data to get to a level of accuracy that mathematically works out. I'm gonna try to explain this in normal life. When I tell my agent like, hey, book me the best flight tomorrow to get me to my meeting, the agent needs to look in the calendar, it needs to look up flights, it needs to look up like driving distances, right? There's many steps where it needs new input data and make strategic decisions. If this input data is only 95% accurate, after 10 layers of these instances, you're at a 50% overall accuracy, and that is unuseful in the industry, right? So we learned early, same as you, that what it needs is vertically specific data that helps you actually, vertically specific structured data, and then vertically specific agents that are trained on these specific workflows for this industry.
Now, Trevor, your customers are also using autonomous agents. What is your review on why agentic AI is the new face of AI?
AI is not here to replace you. AI is here to augment your life, enable you to focus on doing what you're good at, versus you doing all that kind of rote work, right? And that's what's beautiful about it, because with agents, what we're doing is, eventually, as Sarah alluded, we want to move to a completely autonomous agent without any supervision that can run an enterprise. I think at Aviso, we're about 70% to 80% there, not true AGI, but in terms of a completely autonomous agent that can run your entire revenue forecasting process, your revenue ops process. We're about 70 to 80% there.